friends are telling you, dude, you ain't never going to go more than a few miles off the coast. The ocean's flat. You're going to go off the edge. Don't do that. And so it's more than just kind of an idea that a lot of people thought about. It changed our literal reality. It changed how we literally saw the world. And it was against even the facts of the day. Yet we still believed it back then. There were schools, educators, smart people, government people telling little kids, oh, sorry, Johnny, you can't sail across over there because the world's flat and you'll fall off. That's outrageous, right? We would never have that problem now. We got so much technology. We got so much going on. We can all communicate. We got 1,000 friends on Facebook. We couldn't have that kind of problem now. Well, the fact is that the phone that you have, anybody got a phone? Yeah, take that phone out, baby. This phone is one of the most powerful communications tools ever known to man. And you get it for like $50 a month, unlimited and stuff. And I'm not kidding, because when I say no time in history has an individual been able to take this phone, take it out like this, take a video or a picture, and send it around the world. Wow, really? This camera, live on the internet, anybody in the world can log on and watch that. And when I'm done with the live presentation, they can go there and watch it anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, for as long as the internet's around. That is a major change in communication. The problem is, as go these great cat videos and all these great text messages and seeing people's lunch and all that, we have become very dependent on it. We no longer get our information looking somebody in the eye. We get our information here. And we're very dependent on it. And what's weird is we don't even know it. We conceive our whole world, how the world is, based on what we see in this little screen. Just like those people with the flat earth. Trying to figure out, what the world was like and being told that, nobody questioned it. That's where we are today. And I hope to open y'all's minds, because as a veteran that put my life on the line loading nuclear weapons in the Cold War, to watch people so easily just throw away their rights. Hey, let's just get somebody to censor our speech. Just tell me what I need to hear. That's painful for me. And so I'm speaking out and saying, wake up. There are people in this world that are trying to influence you. And I'm not talking about a little bit. I'm not talking about to buy their shoes or to buy their phone or something. I'm talking about destruction of our country. And so right now, because of the presidential elections and stuff, there's been a lot of changes when it comes to using this technology. As most people know, Trump uses Twitter and whatnot. And let me get caught up. Here on CNN, this is just yesterday, I took it, it's a little bit rough. Basically talking about the role that the Russians have played in fake news and really affecting our election, the presidential election of America. Democracy. I mean, it always was a little weird. It's not quite a democracy, more of a republic kind of thing. But bottom line is, now we can't even believe that. We don't know what to believe. And that's the point. That as you get basically confusion, you get people going at each other, you have issues and stuff, as long as you can make people wonder what the truth is. And that's what basically the Russians have been doing. And so you got to be aware of those people around you and what's been going on in your life. And I got to learn how to work this mouse. And basically, the thing about, once you recognize a problem, you don't want to be crazy about it. You don't want to just go around all the time, questioning all the time. I don't believe you. You're lying. You whatever. We all have to get along, and everybody's got a point of view. And depending on where you stand in that point of view, you can see things very differently, and we have to respect that. But at the same time, we cannot go quietly like sheep, just giving our rights away. Not even aware of countries, terrorists, large organizations, people, political campaigns, companies, individuals, friends that are doing their best to control you and what you think through that device, that phone. And so we got to do something about it, you know. And there's, I guess, a few things. But to first start with, what is not fake news? I stood in here in this class, wrote down every time y'all mentioned this as fake news. It is not fake news. The inauguration by Donald Trump, and I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm not a supporter either, I'm just telling you like I know. As you can see from his point of view, and the fact that there were, I don't know, millions of people watching online, nobody really talks about that. This is one of the first fully multimedia, multi-iPads, iPhone, whatever kind of event in history. And because I own UNTV.com, I pioneered online video, 20 years I've been doing it. For me, this was like my Super Bowl. I was like, whoa, they're using webcasts. My God, CNN's got thousands of people watching it all over the place, live webcasts like I do. And then they came out with a story, showed a couple of pictures, and the rest of the world forgot about the online audience. We all just debated how many people showed up there. Of course, Trump kind of messed it up in his own words, but bottom line is, this wasn't fake news. And if there was a mediator, if there was somebody in charge of the news, somebody that only told me what I wanted to hear, or what they thought I should hear, I would have never heard this story. I would have never went, oh my God, 20 years I've been fighting for helping people learn how to use online video. Finally, our whole president is doing it. It's a huge thing. Everybody's going to be talking about it. Everybody comes up here and says it's fake news. It ain't true. I'm like, whoa. So to me, that's an example of we can't have one person deciding what's right or wrong. We can't have one group, one organization, one government entity. No one person can see all angles of the truth. For instance, in the movie The Jerk, I thought the guy was bold-faced lying to me. Steve Martin, the whitest guy you ever seen, standing up there on feet going, hey, I was born in poor black child. I was a little kid going, I see you on Saturday Night Live, man. Are you seriously? You just gonna lie like that? Then I found out it was true. He was adopted as a kid. He was raised with a poor black family, and he went off into the world and got a job. People asked him where he's from. Well, I was born in poor black child. That's all he knew. So it was not fake news to him. So we can't have organizations and people deciding what we can see and hear, who has the right angle on the truth, the right story that'll be told, be known. That's not a good plan. We can't accept that. We have to fight for free speech, in my opinion. So the big summary here is, as you can see easily, where you stand doesn't mean that you're wrong. This guy says, hey, it's a 6. This guy says, hey, look, it's a 9, man. They're both right. I mean, that's totally normal in life. We don't have to hate each other for disagreeing with each other. And we need to understand how easily what might be fake news to one group, well, it might be pretty important to another group. And if we're going to have people decide what we're going to hear and know about, we're giving away some valuable lessons that veterans like me have put our life on the line for. I really hope to waken the sleeping giant for people to get serious about this and make a difference. So in the end, it is you. There are a lot of different ways to handle mass media law, from trademark to copyright to all that, and you got to know all that. But in the end, it's your self-awareness. It's knowing what's going on, paying attention, listening, thinking for yourself, challenging even the most obvious. Open your mind. Because in the end, that's all we got, man. When you look out from space, you can't see the borders, you can't see the democracy, a Democrat, Republican. It's just people, man, trying to get along in this world right here. That's all we got. So please, remember these things, think about it, challenge what you see as the norm with respect, understanding others, and start using this kind of technology. I think it'll be good for all of us. Thank you. How'd I do?
That was really good. It stopped at one point, but I restarted it.
Hey, very kind, thanks. Thank you. Here's your question. Remember, I'm going to post a quiz today.
Oh, he's posting it?
The question last time as well. Here's your question for today. During presentations on Friday, March 31st. Mike, you want an opportunity to get a pen in hand? Yes, we got right here. So during the March 31st presentation, groups presented fake news stories involving all of the following except. Sorry, Mike, I wrote this question before you went, so yours didn't make it in. But all right. You can watch my webcast. The first, so this is the list of people that either were or were not mentioned. The first one is, and I can't believe I have to say his name, Lil Wayne, however you say that. Michael Kavanaugh, Nancy Pelosi, and then CeeLo Green. Now, CeeLo, I'm going to spell C-E-E space L-O and then Green. But I'm not trying to fool you by if I spell his name differently than you. What about those people? The answer would be all of the above. Kavanaugh too? Yeah.
Yeah, think about the Monday.
And I'm putting my name in there not because I have a big ego, but because I think the people who aren't here might be tempted to pick that as the answer. Yeah, right.
All of the above. I didn't hear that. I was like, wait.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Probably sometime by 1 o'clock today, and I'll see if you want me to keep this up. Midnight, yeah, I was going to keep it till like Sunday. Oh, God. Would you rather have it tonight or midnight?
I hope you learned from it.
I learned from it.